everything's now just a superhero movie or a superhero TV show or a superhero TV show or I mean, which do you think is going to become more common? Mass shootings or superhero movies?
What is more common? The superhero movies stand news cycle longer.
People treat mass shootings like superhero movies. Oh wow! One happened. I was gonna pay attention to that. I got busy. Like I'll follow up on the next. I'll follow up on the next one. I'll really pay attention to that.
Hello and welcome to another week in the Psychic Dolphin Garage. Crass Bros. Sting Bros. I don't know.
That's awful. That's awful.
I don't know what you prefer to be. But that is our shtick, and we are sticking to it. I hope that you guys stick around and listen to the full episode. I hope that you guys stick around. and listen to the full episode. And we will be plugging all of our social media at the end.
Yeah. So if we didn't scare you off in the first 6 seconds, give it time. We definitely will be doing that. The first thing I want to talk about right now is how Rotten Tomatoes has adjusted ability for the audience to score movies. You now have to verify that you actually saw the movie before you can review it.
They have a kid sitting outside the theater. Here's your tomato coin. Here's your tomato coin.
Tomato coin coming to you this fall.
The new cryptocurrency.
This is Rotten Tomatoes. Literally bushels of them. No, the story that has come to a head though. People are trying to then say that audiences and critics don't actually disagree all that much. It's just the fact that audiences sometimes get scores get brigaded. The critic scores are true. If you took away all the brigades, things would actually be overall more equal. Well, that storyline didn't exactly this past weekend with Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Its critical score is measuring at just 39%, but the audience score that's now verified, definitely saw the movie, sitting at 87%.
Turns out all those boomers are wrong about everything.
I guess the thing that I would like to see the most overall new Rotten Tomatoes audience system is that they don't sell our data when you verify and that you went. I'm sure they can then just build a profile. This is the demographic this person is in, but they saw. Their turn controversy about getting brigaded to further data mine.
Hey, do you want to link Rotten Tomatoes account with your Facebook?
You know what? How about you link that to your Gmail? And let's just see what happens from there.
How about Amazon Prime? You can start to review Amazon Prime shows, Hulu shows.
Do it, please. Do it. We want to know.
Is this Housewives remake fresh, or is it a flop? You'll never know.
Netflix.
No, you can go.
I would like if Netflix then let you individually rate each episode of a TV show.
That would be really interesting for like season finales.
Oh yeah. I mean, it would fundamentally change. I think what people think. When you think of a TV show, you think of a TV show. You kind of think of it as
also in seasons.
Yeah. You don't really think of it as episode to episode basis. Like if people would ask me, well, how did you enjoy Game of Thrones season 8? I say overall, yeah, it was fine. Episode to episode, it was like, well, not a lot happened here. Not a lot happened there. Not a lot happened there. That was disappointing.
Too much happened here. Yeah.
Everyone's on fire. Saw too much of that. You can't make me happy. You can't make me happy.
Oh God, they would start releasing. Different episodes based on you'd only have access to the you'd only have access to the episodes that would have the content that you would watch.
Yeah, I mean it would make sense. Now that they're going to be doing their whole shuffle routine. All of the
filmmakers that work on small projects, streaming companies would get paid based on how well their product was reviewed.
No, Zach, no. Stop it. That's bad. You are definitely going to speak that into existence.
My contract states that it's like a sports contract. You'd make a certain percentage based on how well received you did. Ryan Fitzpatrick got certain amount of money. Was it yardage or was it like points?
I believe it was yardage.
So you get a certain amount of money based on how many 5-star reviews you got.
That's why I threw 4 interceptions. We got down early, so we had to pass all the time.
Yeah. But you think I'm gonna run that ball?
You're like, damn, better daycare. Fuck you.
Competition makes sports better. Our competition.
That's right. Well, I'm sure the rating system, episode by episode, wouldn't at all, couldn't be taken into a negative way. Sorry, let me restart. Well, I'm pretty sure that episode by episode ratings idea concocted wouldn't be manipulated or viewed Netflix's upcoming Magic the Gathering TV show. So they have the Russo brothers making for them. No, not at all. Right? Not at all. I don't play Magic the Gathering. My understanding the fans are full of light, and understanding. Just real chill attitudes about everything.
The fans are going to fucking tear this apart. I've played Magic the Gathering. I've played Magic the Gathering. I have friends who play it. I know basement dwellers who play Magic the Gathering.
I've lost friends. I've played Magic the Gathering.
I've run from friends who played Magic the Gathering.
I've forged generations enemies.
There's gonna be Magic the Gathering booster packs for the Netflix series. They're gonna come out with Netflix Magic the Gathering cards.
And if they're OP, you know that will create a riot.
They wouldn't be different. They would just have different. They would just have Netflix artwork on them. I think.
Oh no!
They're not gonna have specific. They're not gonna have specific cards because I'm gonna do this. The way that it works is there's a new base set released every year, and then I believe 6 booster sets that are added every year. I could be wrong about that. I haven't played in a while. But there could be a specific Netflix booster set, which would be interesting. But it would still be developed and released by the team that makes the game and protects the integrity of professional tournaments rely on these new booster packs that come out, not breaking the game. You do have the latest one to play. Because tournaments are done on the most recent edition of it. So the nerds would be forced to buy the Netflix special pack in order to play in tournaments. So I totally see this going extremely well. What if
the Magic the Gathering TV show is about a group of people who play Magic the Gathering?
It's just Dan Harmon. It's just Dan Harmon through Russo Bros. Dan Harmon just playing Magic the Gathering.
They know each other from community, so it all comes back together.
Soundtrack by Donald Glover.
That's That's actually, I take that back.
Netflix wearing a wearing a leather jacket, like a vaporwave shirt, palm trees on it.
Yang gang.
Yang gang. This is what's cool with the kids, right? We're gonna give you $1,000 if you watch our Netflix show. But we're really gonna give 30 of you $1,000. Sign up now. Also, we might pay off your student loans. Who fucking knows?
Everyone's doing that. These days. Walmart now has a deal where they're letting people know, if you work for us, get you into SAT prep programs. We'll also help deal with your student loans. $1 a day.
Now in our states where you can start working at the age of 15, we can help you with SAT and SAT preparation.
I identify as a CUCK. Can you help me?
Someone help.
I don't see myself properly represented in today's society.
We need more culture like mine.
Yeah. This is oppression. Diversity. I demand it.
Cucks are the most oppressed people.
Absolutely. I mean, all of the good jobs mediocre white men are being taken. Mass shooters aren't even being white men anymore.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? There was a mass shooting that happened less than a week ago. We've all just moved on. The news cycle. A guy lit himself on fire on the White House lawn. Self-immolate, and we just let that shit go.
I'm pretty sure that's what happens every election. We're already gearing up the full election runs of all these people. It just dominates everything. Because I recall specifically last time there was an election for a specific someone specifically blamed a particular person for not creating any more false flag shootings during the elections. There were shootings happening. Nobody heard about it though. Nobody heard about it though because it wasn't on the news 24/7 because the election cycle was dominating it. A thing that happens. Which is amazing. It means that we don't actually care about the shootings. We just care about what's on the TV.
Dare I say that we never actually cared about the shootings. If we did, legislative change the result. But I mean,
we never cared. We never cared. Jokes on you for caring.
The Burning Monk was in Times 100 most influential photos, and now I barely remember that it happened. That's serious Brave New World type shit.
They won't even show me on the midnight news.
I mean, I guess it goes to show you any impressionable listening. Suicide is never the answer. You will soon be forgotten. No, suicide bombers.
No. That's the wrong people.
Parody. Joking.
Wow. Our branding is fucked. Big story this week. That it's been memed on. Freedom molecules. State Department release. Department of Energy.
Yep, an internal memo. Hey everyone, saying, feel comfortable calling oil freedom molecules. They're the molecules that bring freedom. Because I hate oil. That's what oil does.
I hate this misconception that we need to be energy independent. Energy to stop importing all this weird protectionism, which is a critique of Bernie. That I've heard. That Bernie he has said things that do imply protectionist policies.
Are you implying that Bernie Sanders is not political candidate, Zach?
Are you implying that I am not pure leftist, born from the pages of Das Kapital?
Oh, come on. Branding. We have to support Bernie on every policy platform, and we reflexively have to agree with all of his statements about everything.
Yeah, and that's why I don't question Bernie Sanders. Oil is good. Oil is good.
Yes,
you can take
end
it.
Of discussion. You can take end of discussion.
No, I hate the idea. I hate the idea of America needing energy independence, because that's kind of how it's sold. That's how they've sold. That's how they've sold this idea of drilling for Gulf oil, Gulf of Mexico, fracking, taking advantage of all these shell deposits. It's a lot of oil. It's there. But we should be far less worried about OPEC controlling us because they own all the oil. Because they own all the oil. Are the ones that made the petrodollar. We own the sale of oil in the entire world. They have to come to us. They have to come to us and use our currency in order to buy oil. Everyone to buy oil. Everyone has to use our currency. Everyone has to use our currency. You cannot buy oil unless you have a U.S. dollar. And
hell yeah,
that's the only reason why we're a first world country still. We haven't bought to be a second world country because somebody over there signed a really bad deal. I don't know why.
Middle East, the Middle East.
Yeah, and we have to keep them from unsigning it, which is why we continually bomb.
We all wanted a really cool Buffist regime. You guys had pussyfoot around, not execute thousands and thousands of people initially. You waited. Lame.
And besides the idea of energy independence being flawed at its core. Besides the idea of energy independence being flawed at its core in ways that people smarter than me discussed in depth. The true path to energy independence is nuclear power.
Well, we have to label it. We'll call this molecules of freedom. Okay. Molecules of freedom energy.
It's freetonium. That sounds like a Futurama reference, but
it's a real thing. It's a real thing. That's what
molecules of fission.
They wash over me.
Vision 360. The new Gillette razor. We support nuclear energy.
Oh God! It's a father teaching his son, transgender son, how to split an atom.
They're modeling it on the Dell computer. His iPhone rings. Jesus. The way to energy independence is the way forward to the next stage of human evolution, the technological revolution, is to create free energy for everyone. We shouldn't be sending over raw supplies, scientists, developing nations. We should be building them nuclear fucking reactors.
No, Zach. As an American, the things that I don't frighten me inherently. This can be pretty much anything and everything, especially nuclear. So, isn't nuclear energy super duper dangerous? There's that very topical Chernobyl show.
Yeah, it sure's a good thing that the fear that has been implanted in you is not exploited by companies that are wanting to make a dime off of disinformation, and that they haven't released a TV show that describes a man-made disaster in a way that makes it scarier than it actually was.
I saw the Firefest documentary. You take that back right now, sir.
Yeah, Firefest, that horrible where people were housed.
I saw that movie where Marky
Mark was the sniper, and he had to snipe oil rig, and a small child. No, I hate. No, I hate. There is not education on nuclear power. Nuclear power. There's not adequate education. In the U.S. There's not adequate education on technological advances we've made since the 1950s. On the technological advances made in the 1950s by the people who made the original. Not like the original by hand nuclear reactors. They would literally they made a shield. They cast a concrete shield tools. And they had giant made tools on like 20 foot long poles. So they could sit behind the shield. And then reach into the reactor. And then reach into the reactor. Do what they had to do with hand tools. All of the math was in the 1950s. I believe that was the 40s. While they were developing the nuclear weapons.
Cool. Like when we still had a functioning infrastructure system.
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to clarify. No. Totally. They were doing it. It's the same thing. It was as impressive as the space exploration, where all of these things are calculations beforehand. Once you start the process, you have to believe that your math is right. You die.
But how many Nazi scientists for this program?
Enough to make it work. Developed nuclear facilities. I don't know the exact count in the U.S., but there have been five or six large disasters that we think of when we think nuclear. We think Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, Fukushima. We think Fukushima. There is the
Godzilla,
Kaiju, Pacific Rim
uprising to a lesser extent,
which just makes me think of Iron Man. Tony died.
Spoilers. Yeah. Americans, as it turns out, do not love nuclear energy.
And it's horrible. There are the two main types of molten salt reactors are created by the guys that were original reactors that we built, such as the one on 3 Mile Island that had a man-made accident. Where they bypassed safety features and still didn't melt down. Fire that they put out, and then reactor continued to produce energy.
Yeah, but I mean, like a bunch of people died in Chernobyl. According to the image I have, right?
Like 2 people died in Chernobyl.
God damn it. Okay, well, how many people died trying to save the 2 people?
So the whole containment of the facility itself, and the initial cleanup killed only about 100 overall from all the radiation poisoning that they accidentally were exposed to.
Okay. So the actual nuclear fuck up happened and killed about 100 people. What about the 93,000 people were affected?
90,000 were affected.
Are you saying that we're supposed to blame government incompetence? Cover up?
A million people in Houston were affected by Harvey.
That's true. That's true. Okay. All right. Fair point.
So if we're talking about people that died,
okay, but 93,000 people. 33 years ago. That's on average. 3,000 people a year are affected by it. Sounds like it's slightly higher than shark attack. But lower than I don't know, suicides by gun.
I want to say that 3,000 a year. 3,000 a year. That's about as many people as die of foodborne illness.
Dope.
So you're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to give up that Chick-fil-A if you avoid dying of foodborne illness.
Well, my view of nuclear energy has gone from big, bad, and scary to
I
mean, it's about on the same level of a gamble as that romaine lettuce.
I love my favorite, my least favorite, but my favorite picture that they have is the spread of the Fukushima nuclear waste spillage into the ocean. And there was actually a picture of the tidal wave that hit and then how it flowed back into the ocean and the currents that it made. That the actual spillage from Fukushima so little. It was measurable. It was measurable. They're very with their very top of the line, very sensitive equipment. It was measurable. It was measurable and measure the rise of radiation in the waters, but it was a negligible rise against the background radiation of the ocean.
Zach, as a general rule, we have to be careful.
Yes,
we should stop pursuing forms of energy that can leak into the ocean. If we supported, I don't know, energy industries and products that leaked into the ocean and caused massive environmental it could affect the fish. It could affect birds. It could affect birds. Eat the fish. It gets into the ecosystem. And that's why we're stopping. Nuclear. That's the only type of energy. That's the only type of energy that does that.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Because that oil rig turned into a transformer in the Marky Mark movie. Dope. A crossover.
Yeah. Good thing that we're moving. Primarily to natural gas, which is a greenhouse gas. Has lots of leaks every year. Because we are bad at containing things.
Okay. Well, hear me out. So if the main issue with nuclear energy turns out to be the lack of proper infrastructure for
storage of nuclear rods, then the answer would be the second type of thorium-based nuclear power. I'm not going to jump into the different particular fuel that there are.
Zach,
molecules of freedom, Zach.
Freedom-based. Thank you. I'm now in favor of that. It has freedom. It has freedom in it. Freedom energy.
Energy is freedom. Energy is freedom in the 21st century. We have free energy. We don't pay for energy. And we have an unlimited amount. That we have access to.
God, I wish that this was a science podcast.
Freedom. Thorium-based nuclear reactors reuse the fuel that is used in say the molten salt reactors. And so at most you have to have two plants that are nearby, and these transport the thorium reactor that uses the rest of the fuel. Fast reactors. There's a whole fast reactors. The molten salt reactors don't melt down. We don't have the same technological limitations that we have in the 1950s. Molten salt reactors don't have meltdowns. Their design is self-contained, and it stops the loop that creates dangerous conditions for reactors. The second problem that we had originally was that we didn't have a way to use the fuel, and we were trying to store it in Yucca Mountain. States didn't want us to move fuel across their borders. Thorium-based fast reactors reuse all of these isotopes, and there's no risk of meltdown, and there's no storage issues because it's the most efficient form of energy that we could possibly be using.
Okay. But again, a little scared, but I didn't hear enough of the word freedom.
Sorry. We need to free We're going to free the isotopes.
Okay. I like this.
We're going to freedom turn them into freedom molecules. Power your house with them.
Yes. Okay.
Molecules.
Thank you. There we go. This is what I want. Some nice big freedom molecules. Just all over my face.
The biggest. We only have the best molecules.
Molecules that we get sent from other countries. They're not the best. They're not the brightest. They're murderers. They're rapists. They're awful.
Yikes. Well, after I turn on my light switch and burn some, I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A and get some Liberty Lipids.
Oh God. Do you remember when people were trying to Moscow mules, what freedom fries were. French fries became freedom fries, and then they're like, instead of ordering Moscow mules, you order freedom donkeys.
That is worse. That is worse.
Also, not the same animal.
What about? I mean, an ass.
That's right. That's right.
I'll give you an ass. I'll give you an ass into your glass. Shits into your glass.
I can't believe I paid extra.
And I drank the whole thing.
They were looking at me, Sharon. I didn't want to seem like a
rode a bike to the bar.
When someone tries to
call me out like that.
God. There's certain times when I think that maybe the Pacifists, there we go. Yeah, post-sadists. Post-sadists are. That's who you guys are. Dolphin fucks. We're dolphin. But we love you, Brandon. We love you, Brandon. My apologies.
There's about leftist unity.
I just wonder. Maybe foreign countries, their impression of the United States isn't entirely inaccurate with our obsession with labeled stuff, like, Duterte. I love to hate this man. The more I find out about him, the more I realize he's.
I hate loving him too. I hate loving him for the same reason.
He recently popped up in the news as a critic of the Catholic Church, calling them all pedophiles, calling them all gay, which interesting stance to take. Draw my line of disagreement at you there. But
it's the queers in the church that are doing it. I can't argue with it.
And that's why you say you want to get rid of the Catholic Church. I disagree with your motivation. Let's talk more about your end game. How about that? Well, he came out. In a statement. I believe it was even in the same statement. He used to be gay, but then he cured himself.
Like I said, those dirty gays can't be in my country.
I didn't realize that. That means that there's some hardworking, very down on his luck guy right now who's currently gay. Like someday I can become the next.
That man is Pete Buttigieg.
Oh my God, no! No, bad. True, but bad.
And that's why. We also bet. I bet the gay man also smoked some weed.
Gay icon. Yeah. Yeah, Duterte would kill Buttigieg.
God, he would. Yeah, no, but his former partner used to smoke a little weed on the side. It made him mad. And now that he's broken up and he's overcome his gay feelings, all I can think about is how that man smoked weed. And so he planned to become dictator of the entire country. He could hunt him down. He could illegalize precious marijuana apart. Kept them apart, kill him, and he could kill him.
Finally, living out that revenge building in his head. What's going on, by the way? Old men being obsessed with revenge fantasies. Have you been noticing? This trend lately?
The revenge of the boomers.
I guess. Duterte, he'll pop up in the news again later. He's shipped back 69 containers of trash back to Canada. I mean, that just seems like a real petty bitch move. I am here for it.
But also, fuck you, Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking fight me.
Yeah. Number one, didn't realize Canada produced trash. I thought it was mostly empty maple syrup bottles.
The problem was that they were empty. Who the fuck wants empty maple syrup? What use is that?
Insult. You view that as an insult.
He put on the war paint. First blood.
Good segue though. Back again. Old man rage fantasy. Sylvester Stallone is the same age as George W. Or in the same year, same day.
Sylvester Stallone had to stop eating sugar 22 years ago. 22 years ago.
People were shocked when the last time he played Rambo. He was like, "Hey, yeah, I use HGH for this role." How could you? How could you?
And then after his Guardians, he was just like, "Yeah, put me in a suit. Yeah, put me in a suit. Oh yeah."
That's right.
The integrity of Rambo. Rambo is not a vegan bodybuilder. Let me just break that to you right now.
Yeah. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is Terminator and Terminator 6.
They're not just de-aging to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Why don't they get his son to be the next Terminator? It doesn't seem that fucking hard.
You don't have to be able to act to be a Terminator.
No, that's why he was again. I love how the original guy they wanted to play the Terminator, O.J. Simpson. He was viewed as too likable, and no one would believe him as a psycho killer.
Well, clearly they were proving us wrong. Nobody believed he was a psycho killer. There haven't been any action heroes since
O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson.
Well, the last action hero.
Yeah, there really haven't been. It's been mostly now become a focus on branding as opposed to
how old is not Statham? What's the other bald guy? The
Rock? The Rock?
No. The white bald guy.
Joe Rogan.
Older.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
The Pokemon evolution.
I mean, it should go The Rock. Or it should go Joe Rogan, The Rock, Bruce Willis, right?
No. It should go neither. None of them. Age-wise, size-wise, policy-wise, I hope.
Yeah, Bruce Willis and Jason Statham were like the second gen of action hero. Keanu Reeves is now the latest one. And he's just doing well because his movies are filmed very well, and all of his stunts
he fully commits.
Yeah, all of his stunts are they're like the Daredevil style stunt. The camera work, and the choreography is choreography. It's not flying kicks and helicopters. It's very personal and brutal. That's why Keanu does well.
Yeah, but
does Tom Cruise count as action at this point?
I guess I view them mostly as stunt movies now.
How many Tom Cruise lookalikes can we kill in this movie?
Again, we used to have a bit. We've talked about it on the podcast. Regardless, we'll not mention it in full detail
because I'm sure we'll have to talk about it later.
But just the poor Scientology interns. They're like, oh, I was got called mini Tom Cruise. Just their bodies are starting to pile in a ravine somewhere.
I got called to ministry. I got called
into the back office.
I got called into the casting room.
It's like the end of the Prestige. But with Tom bodies everywhere.
Spoiler alerts for that film.
Oh, I'm sorry. Magic movie featuring Batman versus Wolverine by Christopher Nolan. Something that you've got on before. Fuckboy fanboy. Maybe watch that shit. Develop some taste.
Batman v Wolverine. Featuring Ziggy Stardust.
There's a lot going on.
And that one butler who made it 1800s England, modern day England. In the Kingsman.
Oh wow! He died in the Kingsman. And the guy who plays Gollum is in that movie. Wow, that's a good movie. You know what?
And he survives to be a mercenary in the Marvel.
Crazy theory. Really making me nostalgic.
Crazy theory.
Scarlett Johansson also is in that movie.
She is. That was what drove her to become a black.
Hold on.
The Nolan universe. The Nolan universe.
Who in this movie did not then appear in a superhero film? You know what? Okay, we're gonna work on this list.
We'll get back with you. We'll get back with you.
Yeah, how about that? How about that? So as good a time for plugs as any. Follow us on Twitter at Dolphin Garage. At Dolphin Garage. Follow us on Facebook.com/Dolphin Garage. Dolphin Garage. You know what? Click on our link tree that we made because it has links to everything about where you can find iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, all that.
If you're interested in a Discord, let us know. Send us a voicemail. Send us a voicemail. Comments on our Facebook page. Posts. Let us know that you're interested in a Discord.
Call us names.
Get in there. Argue with me about how it's pronounced. Post a day.
And freedom molecules. Call them molecules of freedom. Shows. It's a healthy compromise.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
All right, guys. Well, we will talk to you later.